Alright, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another video. Now we're back here in the office. No, I did not have work. Actually, I'm behind the counter. No, I did not have work, just storing my stuff back here. On the cards today, we do have a chest session. Now it was meant to be shoulders, but we might actually mix them, integrate them to suit how we're feeling. So just it sort of fell on a day where I wanted to push 50 gram more carbs, so bumped it up to 400 grams of carbs today. So obviously that's going to help out with a bit of a pump. And hopefully we can get that nutrients pushed into where we need. Now, you guys potentially would have saw my posing video. Now, the chest is actually holding a good amount of fullness, which is literally something that has never really happened with me. So fingers crossed, touch wood, that we can continue on with that sort of trend. But yeah, hopefully you guys have been enjoying the content so far. In the last video you saw me train my legs. Now it is Friday. Now we did train that on Sunday. Last Sunday that was, and the legs are still slightly sore. In the background you can see lovely Raiseys. Remember, if you guys are wanting to get some Raiseys, use code CDUB on their website and you'll be able to get you a cheeky discount. And also make sure, if you've made it this far, you might as well subscribe. You've listened to me for long enough, you might as well drop a sub. So yeah, join the community and we can continue going. So catch you when I see you.
I can't control. Someone's fucking with my dough. Kinda voodoo shit, you know. You won't find me tongue-tied. No witness on my side. Harmonies when I cry. This stuff makes me nauseous, losing what they taught us. Gotta tread real cautious. But I go back to default. I go back to default. I go back someone's fucking in my door. Kinda voodoo shit, you know. But you won't find me tongue-tied. No witness on my side. Harmonies when I cry. This stuff makes me nauseous, losing what they taught us. Gotta tread real cautious. I go back to default. 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 I go back to
as you can see, we did our pre-fatigue, and then we also got in our incline pressing movement. So today, to be honest, I had a big drop overnight last night, so I hit an all-time low today in terms of weight, which is okay. I'm okay for a little bit of a push, but to be honest, the strength is definitely feeling there, especially my pushing strength is definitely suffering today. I mean, I did get the 60s over there for 2 sets of 8, you know, with relative control, but definitely on the incline bench, on the Smith machine, that was a real struggle in all seriousness. I couldn't work up to the weight that I would usually love to work up to, but hey, it is what it is. We still try to work to a really good intensity, and sometimes you just can't help, you know, that sort of shit happens. So it's now how we adjust and work around that. So we sort of made plans on the fly in terms of what this workout's going to consist of. So now we're going to go into our flies. We're going to do a few sort of rest pauses and a few burner sets on this as well. But we're going to go the flat fly on this pec deck, and then we will add in a decline fly, because I have been really liking the squeeze on those and the pump that it's given me sort of at the end. But after this, we will go for the a flat pressing movement. That'll be our last full press, proper press for the day. So yeah, that's sort of the feeling at the moment. And in all seriousness, I was about to turn the camera off because I was like, this is bullshit. I'm pressing like ass. Hey, it is what it is. It's still feeling good. Still feel strong, but just not for the amount of reps that I'd like. And that is what it is. So anyway, we'll get into it. Extra carbs and start doing the drill. So that is sort of a wrap on sort of what we were. G, I'm not talking to you, G. I'm not talking to you, G. Don't even turn around like that. I'm not talking to you. Right, that's sort of a wrap on today's chest. Low-key, somewhat disappointed with the output of power and strength, but hey, it is what it is. Can't always have good days. Gotta realign you because you're a bit of an angle. But hey, as I say, it is what it is. So gonna have a gaze. Hopefully the pumps, you know, makes up for the lack of pressing strength, but we'll see. I'm still not talking to you, G. I still wasn't talking to you, G. Right, so that's sort of what we got. I mean, pretty good. We're still good striations. Starting to get some veins coming down the chest there. But I mean, can kind of be happy with that, I guess. So I'm gonna try to take the thumbnail, but yeah, quite a bit of striations. But I'm gonna try and take the thumbnail, and I will catch you when I've done that. Alright, so that is a wrap on today's video. So, as I said, pressing strength was cack, but hey, it is what it is. Can't always have good days. And we sort of just know that that's part of the process. You know, some days we're gonna have that. So, not panicking too much about it. But happy with the pump. I mean, it was okay. The extra 50 grams of carbs today might have helped with that. But other than that, you know, everything sort of is on track. The body is definitely responding pretty well, and that's sort of all I can ask for, especially, you know, the position that we're in at this time of prep compared to last time. Yes, I mean, I store a lot of my fat, as I said, around my tummy, so it does make the visuals a little bit frustrating sometimes, especially on my tummy and my back. But hey, as I say, everything else is linear at a good rate, and I just know that that stuff's going to come off last, so that's where I need to put in the work. So other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the video. A little bit of a different one. It's going to be a bit of a rush one since there wasn't too much good things to show off. But hey, if you're gonna, as you say, if you numb the bad, you numb the good. So showing everything, and yeah. So I will catch you guys in the next video. So make sure you drop a sub, click that notification bell, because then you'll know when I've posted. And if you've missed the video, make sure you go back and have a gaze. But other than that, I think it's Prep Series episode number 4 done and dusted, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.